All right, man. I haven't been talking about this case, but I've been hearing it. AR Ab, his government name is Abdul West, 37-year-old rapper. Found guilty of conspiracy and distributing other drugs, crack cocaine, methamphetamines, and other things. Let's talk about this case. I read an article on it, and it's deep. But we back, Goodfellas Sports TV. It's your boy CJ Goodfellas. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Just chopping up videos for the rest of the day. And I was watching hip hop, the songs that shook America on AMC. It come on like late at night, like 12 in the morning. And this one is The Bridge, 1987, MC Shane versus Boogie Down Promotion, the Juice Crew, MC Shane, and Scott LaRock and KRS-One. I heard the story a lot of times, and I just can't help but to really keep watching different documentaries on the origin of rap. And if you don't know your history, you can't know your present or your future, and obviously where you're going. But this is an interesting case, man, okay? Conspiracy, without conspiracy, it'd have been a lot of drug dealers that would have had longer runs. You don't have to get caught with nothing for conspiracy or nothing. And what's so funny about this case is, he got conspiracy, I guess, to commit murder and stuff of that nature. And they never connected him to none of the murders. But what happened was they went back, and this is a 37-year-old dude, and they listened to his song and broke down his lyrics in court and connected him to the murders. So it connected him to conspiracy. And he would rap, and I guess in a little bit of code, about having Philly scared and, giving his nickname shooters in the rap and telling him to bring his head to me. And one of his rivals died in 2017 due to, gunfire. He's getting shot. And he made a rap about it, like what they said a week later in the article. And the feds went back. The feds went back, chopped the lyrics up, played it for the jury, I guess, and connected them to the murder with conspiracy. Crazy, right? And they go right back through his lyrics again. They go to another song, chop it up, connect them to another crime. And they hit one of his spots and they seized 10 kilograms of cocaine. A week later, he raps about, the feds hit us for 10 milligrams for 10 keys. I took $1 million or couple $1 million loss, whatever he raps. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is a 37-year-old man. Facing a minimum 15 years. Now, if they could have used those lyrics to connect him to that murder for real, he wouldn't see the light of day again. He wouldn't be a free man again. So, on one hand, he did something right. Because with the lyrics and him saying this and that in his lyrics, for them still not to be able to really connect him to the murders, he was doing it the right way. He should just never rapped about it, though. And sometimes you can keep it too real in your raps. We've seen it before. The Boondocks showed us before. When dudes will rap about a crime they did, glorify it, and then the feds will come play it again. Or they go to your Instagram, or they go to your Facebook. This is a 37-year-old dude. They got a lot of knowledge, by the way. And he argued in court that his OBH, his record label, was a legitimate business. And it says in the article, and I put the article in the description, several witnesses say it wasn't. And some of those witnesses turned on him. It was his employees. It was his people. It was his mans that told on them so they get a lighter sentence or they'll walk free. Every story like this with a dude on trial, you may not get, he rapping, because he may not rap. He rap about what he did. You get that occasionally. Right? But you always get, ever since the Rockefeller law and a lot of those laws, see, a lot of the OGs, they weren't facing life. It wasn't a mandatory, wasn't life or 55 years or 3 life sentences or 150 years they try to give you for no reason. That's just mental pressure. Life is over with. It wasn't never that. Facing 5, 10, 15. This is before crack cocaine. Crack cocaine right around that time, and heroin was before that. It wasn't as bad. The crack cocaine era, like, they had to stump down. Then you had the mobster era and the RICO conspiracy law. The mob era and the crack cocaine era is really responsible for a lot of these these laws and conspiracy. Without conspiracy, they wouldn't have caught a lot of dudes. But eventually, in the drug game, there's not a lot of happy endings. There's not a lot of guys that really turn their money clean and go on and have a great life and escape. You have, it's few of them. You know, it's a few smart OGs, but you don't get that out of today's. There ain't no money in drugs today. Everything's stepped on, unless you're the big time guy. But you know, he rapped about these things, and his lyrics came back to bite him, and now he's facing a mandatory minimum of 15 years. And one of his artists, Dark Low, you know, I know people know this already. He got charged. Well, he hasn't been charged. He's held for intimidating a witness. So public records haven't, you know, charged him in public with intimidating witness. He's just being held right now, but eventually he may be charged. But they might be trying to get him to flip on AR-AB for a murder too, so they really can hit him with mandatory with life for 20 years for murder. But in every one of these stories you hear like this, it's always a snitch nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's always. I listen to Glaze on Info Minds. He's doing interviews on Vlad TV, and he talk about this. He's snitching on himself. Everybody snitching. People get mad at Tekashi 6ix9ine because he's the biggest snitch in the social media era to close out this decade, bar none. That's it. He's the most popular, famous snitch. But how many of your boys you see on social media, in the comment section, on TMZ, on According to Hip Hop in the comment section, on Vlad TV, or the Breakfast Club? Oh, I would have snitched too. They did this to his baby mama. I would have snitched too. I would have told too. And then how many of your guys not saying nothing? You know what I'm saying? But they do the same thing. Ain't no more thorough people out there. You know, I had an opportunity to get in the drug game. I wasn't stupid when I was young. You can't trust nobody. Once you get into almost a teenager, as 11, 12, and you become a teen, 13, you realize you can't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody. You got to know that. If you can't trust nobody, then why are you putting your life in somebody else's hand? They could turn on you. Pow. It's over. As soon as y'all get jammed, you know he in there with the Red Lobster biscuits on the first 48. You know they gonna tell on you. So why even go down that route? Quick money, easy money, but it got consequences. But, you know, unfortunately, his own raps being too real came back to get him. You know, being too real in 15 years. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Put the article link in the description. This wasn't even a video I was planning. So I'm going to do another video from other channel. Check out the channel out. It's predominantly based Detroit news and sports. It's more to see sports talk. If you want to support me over there. Don't forget, here we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All the links in the description. Quickest way to get in touch with me is email, then Twitter, but everything else. But appreciate it. Want to make a donation? Just share the video. Put that link in the description. But share the video for your boy one time for the one time. Let me know what you guys think. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We gone.